Yeah, that's
Well, I'm glad that you're able to work that out there, Jimmy. Now, if you look closely enough at these Western sets, you may notice that some of the doors seem a little bit smaller, and that is so that when our cowboys stand in front of them, well, then, hey, they look that much more brawny. But we're going to shuffle on out of 6 Point, Texas, and I'd like to welcome you guys right back out here to Old Mexico. And this area of Old Mexico has actually been used in Indiana Jones, Kingdom, and The Crystal Skull, starring Kate Blanchett, Shia LaBeouf, Harrison Ford, directed by Steven Spielberg. And if you haven't figured out by now, Mr. Spielberg has directed a number of movies here at Universal Studios and often refers to us as his first home. And while I am a huge fan of Mr. Spielberg, I mean, who isn't? I have to admit, I've been a little bit upset with him about letting loose that pesky shark. You know the one, also known as Jaws? He has been out here just terrorizing all of our lovely tourists for years. But honestly, I took it personally. So I decided to call my good friend George, who is a diver, to come out here and test the waters to see what's been attracting that pesky shark. George is supposed to be out here today, and I see his boat. Oh, it's a pretty fun boat. Just last week, we were in Santa Barbara and we were barbecuing. He told me this really great joke. I mean, 2 dolphins. What? Oh my goodness, there's a shark. Oh, where is George? Oh, I don't see him anywhere. Oh, George, the shark is coming for you. Oh, and you just switch to the boat because it's closed. Oh, that sounds good, isn't it? George, I thought about putting those goggles on there. George had there they are. You know what? Let's hide that over here behind these flammable gas tanks because I am certain that we'll be perfectly safe over here, really. Nothing to worry about at all. Actually, I am a little nervous. Okay, pretty quiet, and that's never a good sign. We're just gonna keep cool, okay? Oh, look! That's that little thing for him on that yellow barrel, and he is taking all. It's getting good now, isn't it? I didn't expect you to bring this dog being caught up. I'm behind the flammable gas.
Okay, that's real fire.
Oh, is that embarrassing, though? You know, they're making some poor choices here lately.
No, it's not real fire. It's fake fire.
So maybe it's not so scary closer, but he is definitely devious. That Stargate production guy has caused all kinds of trouble. You know that on the very first day of filming, he sunk all the way down to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. They actually nicknamed the movie Flaws. Take a look.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio rings. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there and things were all fine. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Steven Spielberg and that star got rather close. He actually nicknamed him Bruce after his lawyer. And if you turn your attention over there to your left-hand side, that same area that we just left for Jaws, is also referred to as Cabot Cove from the television show Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, wow. So as long as the shark eats a bunch of people in another area, nobody dies every day. Right.
And just ahead here to your right-hand side is the Chicken Ranch. The Chicken Ranch has been used in a movie musical starring Dolly Parton. It has also been used most recently in The Mentalist. You may notice that there's some construction going on behind Chicken Ranch, and that is for a new pilot called Mockingbird Lane. Sorry, Mr. Eddie Izzard, it's a remake of The Munsters. We have quite a few houses out here, but now we are entering a very famous neighborhood. I'd like to welcome you to Wisteria Lane for ABC's Desperate Housewives. And I'd be happy to point out all the houses for you. So if you pop your attention here to your left-hand side, that beige home is actually home to Gabrielle, played by Eva Longoria. Just next door is actually 1313 Mockingbird Lane from The Munsters, which place was a little creepy in there when Alfred Woodard's character lived there in the second season of Desperate Housewives. This yellow home, also here to your left, is home to Susan, played by Terry Hatcher. And she just happens to live right next door to Lynette and her family in this green home here. And Lynette is played by Miss Felicity Huffman. If you're noticing the wonderful landscaping out here, well, it's all the result of our production staff. And they really do work feverishly to make sure that it's the type of neighborhood that you guys really want to move right on into. And as we're rounding the corner here, if you want to pop your attention to your right-hand side, you'll see a pretty pink house. That pink home used to be home to Edie, played by Nicolette Sheridan. But the latest housewife to live in that particular home would be Miss Vanessa Williams. And that house is a practical set so that you can film both inside and outside of that particular set. And while a lot of these houses look like you might be able to move right on into them, you might be surprised enough that often you can only film on the exterior of the homes, and sometimes just on the lower level, so we actually do quite a bit of our filming outside. This street is known as exterior level, so that's all the street sections to the monsters, Matlock, and even the film Lady Killer starring Tom Hanks actually filmed in the base house of the corner there to your right-hand side. And the film The Animal filmed in the little house as we're exiting. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to see how it all comes together on
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
You thought, what the hell? Let's do that. Practical sets, there does come a time when we do need our sets to be a bit more fanciful. And that was exactly what was needed by director Ron Howard for the film Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
It's challenging because the logistics were challenging. We had 11 stages occupied at one time on the Universal lot. One of them was just for putting Who's into their makeup every day. So I felt like it was one of those extravaganzas from the 30s or 40s. Sets that were inspired by Dr. Seuss, brought to life, made functional enough that, you know, we could shoot on them, and actors could climb on them, people could do flips off them. And it makes me so proud that it's become this kind of evergreen, and that every Christmas it rolls around and it means something to a lot of kids.
Now those cute little Who's, as adorable as they are, they were definitely stressed out because not only did they have to deal with the Grinch, but who'd have thought that they would be living right next door to them? Well, a psycho. Welcome to the Bates Motel. The Bates Motel was used for the film Psycho, directed by Mr. Alfred Hitchcock.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
And when you visit the Bates Motel, there's one thing that's never too far away, and that's the Psycho House. And we're going to bring this down, ladies and gentlemen, but from what I hear, Mama might be rocking away in the second floor window. Oh. Okay, now let's just creep away from all that scary stuff and drive into something spectacular. Welcome to the set from War of the World. This is the actual neighborhood where Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning hid out during the alien invasion. And to your left-hand side is an actual 747 plane that was distressed specifically for this production. And when we come to a complete stop, you may even feel free to stand up and take photos if you hear more about this set.
The airplane press site is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Stephen Trent.
When we first began to sit down to talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? It's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. That's the real thing. I want you to close your eyes, okay? Down close. Robbie, get in.
Get in.
Steven Spielberg really got a bang for his buck with that particular film. He actually used over 500, which were more special effects shots than any other film prior to this one. But this area has not only been used for War of the Worlds, it's also been used by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna for their Fly music video. And honestly, after all that destruction, I can really use a moment to unwind. And when I like to relax, I love to visit my favorite log cabin, which is actually quite famous. It's been used in the great outdoors. This log cabin is a really popular place to relax. It's also been used very at the Hendersons and even as a vacation home for very desperate housewives. And just beyond it is one of the largest backdrops in the world. That area is referred to as Falls Lake. Falls Lake truly comes to life in the movies. It's actually been used in Pirates of the Caribbean, on Stranger Tides, and even Battleship. And one of the tricks of the trade when it comes to bringing that area to life would be the use of CGI, computer-generated imagery. And a number of directors tend to use it, but, well, some directors get a little out of hand. Like Mr. Stephen Sommers, to be exact. Now, I mention him because we are near the Mummy Tomb, and he is the director of The Mummy. But there have been some strange things going on in there, funny noises. People have come up missing. One person in particular. I'm not supposed to say anything, but, okay. Whoopi Goldberg was out here filming a commercial, and no one has seen her since. So, hey, that is reason enough for me not to go in there. I don't know about you. What about you, Will? You're not going in there, right? No. So we're going to take you guys on back to the park. But, hey, I want to thank you for joining us here at Universal Studios, the entertainment capital of L.A. And as we're taking you guys on back to the park, you'll get an idea of just how Stephen Sommers, well, haunted our Mummy Tomb. Take a look.
Death will come on swift wings to whomsoever opens his
Well, you're right over there. That left turn right there. Apparently, we're going in. Okay, I'm sorry about this, folks, but just keep your fingers crossed and keep a lookout for Whoopi. Girl, you got something on your shirt. It's anyway. Hey, look, get back to the view. This is not good. Oh, my goodness, I like the view. Oh, poor thing. Oh, wait a minute. Something's crawling on my leg. I can feel it. Like a French pig, you know, look at it. Am I okay? Well, look around. Look at that plant. Well, look at the stage tonight with this really cute guy at the Starbucks. Too much information. Look, your mommy told me to do that to you. Anyway, I'm going to take you guys on back to the park. And as we're doing that, here's Jimmy Down with the park words.
Well, I can't believe it. We've made it to the end of our tour, you guys. How about...
Will.
And...
Cecily.
Weren't they the best?
Yeah.
Hey, before we go, I'd like to sing you a little song I made up. I was just 5 years old. It's called Tramcasting.
We had a real good time together, but now the ride is done.